We are living longer than any generation in human history. Yet, for many, those extra years are spent managing a growing list of chronic illnesses rather than actually enjoying life. In India right now, 11.4% of the population has diabetes, and another 15.3% is pre-diabetic. That is millions of people navigating a silent metabolic crisis every single day. A major driver behind these numbers is how our environment has changed. Rapid urbanization has replaced local, nutrient-dense diets with ultra-processed foods rolling off factory lines, packed with refined sugars and engineered fats. Our standard medical response is to wait until a diagnosis is made, then prescribe medications. This approach manages the symptoms and keeps the numbers in check, but it rarely addresses the root causes of the sickness. Real wealth is measured in healthy years. To protect those years, we have to stop looking at the body as a collection of isolated, failing parts and start treating it as a single, interconnected ecosystem. Healing that ecosystem begins with reading its long-term data. This animated graph shows the difference between two common tests. A fasting blood sugar test gives you a single dot, a snapshot of your glucose levels on one specific morning. The jagged line represents your HbA1c. It measures the glucose attached to your red blood cells, revealing a 3-month memory of your average blood sugar and how wildly it fluctuates. If you aggressively control those blood sugar levels early on, that jagged line smooths out. This creates what researchers call a metabolic memory. Early intervention stops vascular damage in its tracks and leaves a legacy of long-term biological protection that lasts for years. Because your cells remember their metabolic history, catching those early warning signs in the HbA1c data gives you the exact window of time needed to reverse the disease's trajectory before the damage becomes permanent. Inside your gut is a vast bacterial community that relies on the complex fibers found in traditional diets. Ultra-processed foods starve these bacteria and disrupt the entire digestive environment. A healthy microbiome does active work. It breaks down complex carbohydrates that our bodies cannot digest on their own, extracts essential developmental vitamins, and can even block excess fat absorption. When we return to eating natural foods, we provide the exact raw materials our gut bacteria need to flourish, shifting the body away from a pro-inflammatory state toward a stable metabolic baseline. But the ecosystem also relies on the physical system. When we engage our muscles, they act like a sponge, pulling excess glucose straight out of the bloodstream to use for energy. Regular, structured movements, like a brisk walk, a yoga session, or strength training, stabilize insulin levels and drastically reduce the mechanical load on your heart. Natural food provides the essential raw materials, while physical movement forces the body to utilize them efficiently. Together, they keep the physical ecosystem perfectly balanced. There is a third, often ignored component to this ecosystem, the nervous system, governed by sleep, stress management, and hydration. This chart illustrates the biological mechanics of stress. When you lack sleep or face high anxiety, your body floods with cortisol. As you can see, the rising cortisol line directly pushes up blood sugar levels and drives systemic inflammation. Practices like mindfulness, meditation, and maintaining cellular hydration are biological necessities. They clear out stress hormones, detoxify the system, and reset your rusting baseline. When newly diagnosed young adults in India adopted an intensive lifestyle therapy focusing on a 1,500-calorie diet and 1 hour of daily brisk walking, they achieved total remission of their type 2 diabetes. Chronic disease reversal is a predictable, biological response to restoring harmony across your body's entire ecosystem. The way we eat, move, and rest acts as the primary control mechanism for our internal biology. We know how to support these habits at scale. In India, mobile health technology and simple text messages providing community support and behavioral prompts have been proven to directly lower HbA1c and blood pressure. You do not have to wait for a chronic diagnosis to take action. Proactive prevention is vastly more effective and far less expensive than seeking a cure after the damage is done. Small, consistent improvements in your daily lifestyle choices compound over time, yielding extraordinary physical results. Real wealth is built on the foundation of biological stability. Investing in your health today is the only way to ensure you can fully participate in the future you are working to build. Join 369 Samruddhi and let's build wealth, health, and happiness together.